Yes! What's good, warriors? Out here, it's a beautiful day. I've got a little bit of clearing going on with sinuses, but the sun was too nice, so I had to get out here and spread some good vibes to a video. So today, what I want to speak about was being a man, masculinity, and why are there so many males at the moment lost, depressed, and anxiety, and not being able to express themselves. And there's a lot of suicides going around at the minute. Even in the last few years, friends around me I've seen that they have decided at this time, you know, very bravely to say, I'm going to end my soul journey on this earth at the moment and go back to source. So why is this happening? Why are there so many males at the minute going through this and going through these hard times? Because, you know, there's a number of different ways we can explore this and go into it. But if you look, you know, within society and how society tells us to be, you know, a male's, you know, got to have big muscles, he's got to look a certain way, he's got to have certain things, he's got to portray this certain character to be this tough guy, to be, you know, you get these characteristics from you that you see in films, that you see through advertisement, all these different energies that pull on our subliminal strings in our mind of telling us how to be a man, and to think people aren't good enough. No, people are thinking, well, I mustn't be as masculine as that person or that person, and comparing to films and this and that and the other. Let me tell you, it's all bullshit. It's got nothing to do with masculinity or being a man. You want to measure masculinity, and in this human life people like to measure, so I'm just going to put this in terms, but you can't really measure it because it's infinite, it's an energy. If you want to see or you want to measure someone's masculinity, look at the females around them and see and measure it by their smiles. Yeah, measure it by a female smile, not for how they look, not for what they're doing for them, but to how they make them feel. Yeah, because looks will always fade, things that you do will always be forgotten, but one thing that will never ever be forgotten is the way that you made someone feel. Okay, so we've got both energies within inside us, masculine and feminine, in female and males. And at this time now, because the consciousness is so mixed up, there is male energies and male souls entering bodies and in female bodies, and the other way around, because the consciousness is so mixed up. Creation is always going to provide where we're at in consciousness to make us raise this consciousness. Now, if you look, for example, all the plastic in the world, now nature is providing funguses that will eat this plastic. And then when these souls are coming to this earth and they're feeling confused to where they're at, because the consciousness is so confused, that them brave souls are taking that journey to come here and experience that life and just be love and be the best that they can be, and just spread that beautiful energy and that beautiful love what they came here to be. Now we need to recognize that as a human race and stop judging people and realize that we are one. Now I want to go into a few that I've written down here so I didn't get them wrong, of the female and male energies. So first I'll start with the female. So the feminine energy is intuition, is nurturing, healing, gentle, expressive, wise, patient, emotional, flexible. The male, logic, reason, action, firm, survival, loyal, adventurous, rational, and strength. Now if you look at all them qualities, males and females have access to both these qualities. It's not just one or the other. Okay, so males growing up and seeing the media and seeing how they think they should act, and you need to have big muscles, you need to look a certain way, you need to have tattoos, you need to have these things. You don't need to have none of this stuff. Okay, like I've said, you want to measure your masculinity, it's how you treat women, how you treat the keepers and the carers of our children and a life-giving force onto this energy. Now, not just how you treat them when you're with them, but how you treat them when you're away from them. okay? So I have done this, so I'm not going to say that I'm standing from some ivory tower talking down. I'm going to talk from experience, and the reason why I talk from experience and I share my experiences with you, because then I build a relationship with you. You know I'm being honest, and I'm creating that relationship so you can relate to it. I'm putting a bridge out and saying, look, we're connected, we've been through the same things, so I found solutions, so I've come to give these solutions to see and hope they can help. But I'm still learning, okay? I'm still learning from this, but I'm out here trying and spreading as much light and as much love as I can, freely, open and honestly. So when we grow up as males and, you know, you start dating, you start having sex, you start doing all these things, and then you're around your mates, that male ego and that masculine energy will make you want to show off around them about this. It's like, because we're on two lines, mammalian and reptilian lines. So the mammal in us, that 8 bit of strand DNA that's within us, and there's also galactic strands with more children than being born onto this earth with now as a consciousness raised, but that's a whole another video. So that mammalian strand, that's us like that. Well, our mates, you can see us banging our chest. Oh yeah, I did this with this girl, I did this for this girl, I went out there, this, that and the other, but that is not respecting the female energy and being real, because really, if you're going to be honest, you'd say how much you like this female and how much of a good time you had with her, you know, and them experiences and the things that you shared with her, and the honesty and the secrets and the things that you was connecting and you shown your soul, and you want, it's like the ape, trying to show off in front of your friends. Now, as you get older, you start to grow out of this, okay? Because then people go back, you've been talking about them, you said that, no I've not, so why don't you just be real to your feelings and how you felt, and tell your friends, yeah, I do like this girl, and I took her on a nice date, or I took her here and we experienced this and we done this, bam bam bam, and we talked and we laughed and we had a top time, yeah? And then, oh, what did you do, what did you do this, did you do that, and you're just like, bam, a gentleman will never tell. You don't need to spread anyone else's business, because that is respecting that female, that is that masculine energy within inside you, respecting and being in these strengths and these qualities. But I'm being also some of your feminine traits, being wise, being patient, being true to your emotion. Now, males for a long time have been suppressing our emotion, okay? Sometimes just going, do you know what, I'm having a bit of a crap day today. I got up out of bed on the wrong side of the bed. Didn't really have much sleep, but I'm going to go out today now. I'm going to get in the sun. I'm going to drink some water, and I want to go and train. I'm going to make myself feel a little bit better, being real to our emotion, writing songs, expressing ourselves through music, through dance, through art, through games, through going out with children, and just expressing that love inside, and just that masculine energy and the feminine energy as well. Now, why a lot of males are losing their way a little bit is because they're comparing to other males to how they think they should be. They've got to be the best in the room, they've got to be the best at this, the best, and it's all from the ego, which is the losing battle, because the only person that you're trying to be is the person you are today to who you want to be tomorrow, you know, and that's it. And another thing that is pulling the male energy down and men down is being whipped by sex, porn. When a girl shows a little bit of flesh, and we want to feed onto that energy. So, you don't want girls putting pictures up, expressing themselves, expressing their bodies, be beautiful, but are you liking that for the right reasons? Or are you just being seedy and just feeding that energy? And then that girl wants a boyfriend and she wants to get in a relationship, but then she's showing all the stuff all over Facebook, so how is anyone going to trust them, or wherever, or on porn sites or whatever you're doing? And when it's the oldest trade in the book is the sex industry. And now when you know how powerful your sexual energy is, you will not go around just spreading it anywhere, because you'll only have connective sex with love, because otherwise that soul transformation of the energy is such powerful energy. It's the creative energy, it's the driving force of this earth. It's how humanity and how we got here as a species. So if you're going to misuse that and misplace that, then you're not going to start to feel good, okay? Because you're transferring energy from that other person's life into your life, and you're becoming one with that energy for a moment, and your souls are leaving stamps on each other. Now, it's only recently, since I've come into this journey, that I've stopped watching porn. I don't watch porn no more, because I know what it does to my energy. I know what it does to these lower chakras, and what it does and what it pulls on them. And if you're going to respect females, then you're not going to want females to be doing this. If you had a daughter or someone that was going into these industries now, and you're going to feed these industries by keep looking at it, because if everyone stops looking at it, then no one will buy it. No one will buy it. They have to stop, because they have no money, because we've been in our strength of our humanity, going back to these traits here, living by these traits, and these are the cards that we've been dealt to live by these qualities and adhere to, so we can start to raise the consciousness on this planet. If we don't feed any of this dark energy, then it can't live. So people will have to come out of it and start to better themselves, you know. But I'm not judging people either as well, because some people have children and some people need to feed their children, you know, and very sadly, this is the only options what has maybe been left for these people. So it's like we need to start coming together as a human race and helping and leading by example and leading the way and unraveling these darker, lower vibrational industries and creating higher vibrational things to do, more options up here instead of more options down here. When we're given higher vibrational options, it's like, all right, so I've actually got the choice now. I didn't have the choice before, but now I can do that or that or that or that, because I don't want to do this no more, because it don't make me feel good. Because that's what they're really thinking, you know, because it's not going to make you feel good, is it? And males. It is how you treat females is your masculinity, you know, and how you speak about them behind the backs, you know, and how you treat your girlfriend, your wife, you know, these being true as well, because there's a lot of people that are in relationships at the moment that are just in them because they're just settling and they're not being true. But you can always, as well, on the flip side, you can always patch things up by being honest. I'd like to do more of this or that, or I don't like that. Not just settling because you don't want to cause an argument, but really, conversations are, that's the flow of life, that's the ebb and flow, that's the universal connection between you to sort any problems out. I'm not saying it's easy, because it's not easy. You know, it's not easy out here. I'm not gonna lie, it is hard, but when you're getting more options offered to you and more different choices and more knowledge available, you can come back and become self-aware of self and the relationships that we're all in, and start to live more fulfilled and better and happier relationships, whether it's a friend relationship, a romantic relationship, a family relationship, you know. And that masculine energy is just still and just strong and just, you know, if you look at lions, I remember seeing videos of all the hyenas around the lion, and the lion just sat there just chilling, because when you're in that masculine energy and you know and you're sure of yourself, just like that lion lying there, you're like, if he knows if he gets up or he has to raise a paw, he will just rip them all apart. Rip them apart, you know. So he's not got to be jumping up doing all this. He just sits, just resting like that. Boom. And when he turns his head or he moves, boom, they run away. Yeah, they run, they scatter. He's not capable of. So that's the strength that is the strength there, just the alignment, just that ninja warrior strength of just knowing what you're capable of and just sitting in it. Like Bruce Lee said, you're just like water, you're just getting ready to just move into any shape. And another person that I'd like to speak about, because his journey has been very inspiring to me, is Tupac. You know, when Tupac was brought up in a deprived home, you know, mum was on drugs, and you know, he was on struggle, didn't grow up with a father, you know, so didn't have that father figure. And his mum, you know, was in these political, spiritual wars, and he grew up in that. So he wanted with his music to start a revolution, you know, and he was bringing his songs out, you know, heal our women, be real to our women, got a game from our woman and a name from them. Why did we rape our women? And it was just, you know, he just wanted it from the start, you know, he wanted to change the world. And even in the film All Eyes on Me, you can imagine this when Jada Pinkett comes in, you know, and he's brought the song out. We had a little bit of beef with Biggie, and I love Tupac and I love Biggie, and I don't know why this happened, but it did. But we can all learn from this experience to start to raise a consciousness on the planet now. Now, other energies played shadows with him, and then he turned his music, and he come from that revolution into destruction. You know, that energy's brought him, that darker energy's brought him. It's got his hand, got the dark hands like that. Come on, and they give you the tools, and they will give us the tools now what we need to be subliminally aware of in society now, that these tools from the advertisement and other industries, and even from some of the music now, that are trying to give us the tools to destroy ourselves, right? So we need to be aware of this. And then Jada Pinkett comes in, she's like, what's going on, man? Like, she sat there with loads of girls, you know, just girls that are just, say, all right, that's party whores. So I sat there with all these party whores. She gets him, she's like, what's going on with you? I thought you wanted to change the world with your music. Now you're coming out with all this crap about someone's wife and and this, that and the other, and I done this. So she's like, what happened to you? What happened to you? No, but you can imagine that conversation. Obviously, that's being reenacted in the film, but you can imagine that conversation, how powerful that is, you know? And that's when these light workers will come into your life, when they see that beautiful soul, what some of these males have come here to be, and they start to go down a wrong road. You will see the light workers, boom, go, get them back on the path, boom, 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 and start to come in your life. So this is what we need to start to recognize now. These light workers, they did in my path. When I went off my path and I started to go down a wrong path, I remember now all the light workers who come in, boom, get him back on the path, boom, 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 and they come in, got me back on the path. I had to swallow my pride, my ego, all that things, all this person I thought I was. I had to swallow all that, then go back down into myself, then be reborn. So, if you look at the native tribes, the keepers of this earth, the wisdom keepers, how we should live by the lands, all the females own everything, own the houses, own everything. The males have the tools that need to go to work, and they go out, make and do what they need to do, come back into the tribes, and the females have got all the power, and they will bow down and worship the ground that they walk on, because they know how sacred that they are. And I'm just gonna finish with this. The reason why the human race is so confused and sadly lost, but quickly coming back into remembrance, is because we've lost that connection with God. You know, we've lost that connection inside to who we really are, to the family that we are now being reunited back into, the galactic family. The one race, the one heart, the return to love. This is it, here we go. And I do videos like this to make people aware of what's going on in these times, because people are feeling very confused at the moment. you know, females and males, you know, but the only difference is, you know, our hormones, the biology of us, how we're made up. Females are more intuitive when they come onto this planet, and it's harder for males. This is why, as well, you'll see a lot of leaders, female leaders, you can see that they're having to be more masculine just to be heard. They're losing that femininity as well within them, you know, and this is why everything needs to start going back into balance, so the males can worship the females on this earth for who they really are, you know, and bring that back into balance. But it's up to us. It's up to us. There's no point in just watching these videos and then just going and doing back to how we used to do. Same thing, it applies to me as well. It's action. We need to start to take action, to self-aware to who we are, to where we want to go as a human race, and stay connected to God and spread that message and get everyone connected back to that divine within. So I'm looking forward to seeing you all down some of our meetings very soon, to take this plan into this earth and unfold it and spread that love, and to be who we came here to be. To be who we came here to be. Why be anything less? Why be anything less than who you are? Peace.